What's up, everyone, and welcome to the Creative Juice. This is your host, A.A. Washington, and today is a very special Mother's Day episode here for all the wonderful ladies out there in the world who is raising their children, being a great example for everyone. So, from the bottom of our heart and from everyone else, we want to thank you for being who you are and being such a great influence to us all. So today, I want to go ahead and try to do this one in one quick shot, answer some quick questions here to kind of get this episode by, okay? So, let's go with our first question. Our first question comes from a viewer, and they ask, were you in a single-parent home, and would you make any changes if you could? Well, thank you for asking that question. I was not inside of a single-parent home. I was raised by two loving parents. My father worked inside a corrections facility, as well as my mom. In addition, my mom, she did other things, such as she did daycare for a little while after working her many years in the corrections, and also she did something else before that, and I totally forgot. I think I don't even want to name the occupation if I'm wrong, but this is in the early days in New York City. But no, I was raised by two loving parents. And would I make any changes if I could? Well, yes. Shade is being drawn right now. I'm just kidding. I would say for the shade, it would be to be the only kid, but obviously that's not the case. I love my siblings to death. There, I had the six of them growing up, and they're very awesome. So shout out to my siblings. Sometimes it felt like 30 at times with everything that we were going through growing up, but nonetheless, though, if I could change anything, it would be the definition of growing pains. I think that could be said with everyone, because but I think it makes you, a better person if you have those growing pains. Understand what those growing pains are, especially as an adult now. So. Does everyone have growing happiness? I doubt that, but I mean, if they do, more power to them. But yeah, maybe less days of mowing the lawn. But then again, they look so good when I do it, so What's the other question? What are some of the things did your mother stand for? Anybody that knew my mom knew that she was a very loving person, very charismatic, and very funny. Some of the things that she would laugh about may not necessarily resonated with others, but that kind of rubbed off on me. So if anybody that knew me, especially when I was in high school or going to college, they knew I had a crazy sense of humor, but my mom was probably like 10 times as that amount there. So but I think that definitely her best attributes was definitely spread down to me, which me being a very loyal person, a very loving person to my friends and family members. Another question that I have here, this comes from another viewer, more or less of my sibling. Let me just go ahead and pull up the message. So, she writes, alright, so here we go. When was the last time you laughed with your mom? So, the last time I saw my mom was back in September of 2019, and she still had her sense of humor in all its glory. And we played spades together. We played spades with my siblings and my cousin, who's overseas right now in the military, and I was her partner in spades, and she kept on reneging, man. So she was messing up our score really, really badly. Just a lot of laughter with that. As much as she, probably didn't realize what she was doing at the time, but it was still all in all good fun with her. That's all I can really remember about my mom is a lot of the times that her and I laughed together. We just cracked so many jokes together, and just great human being, man. So anybody that knew her can co-sign for sure. But that's probably like the last memory that I have of us laughing together. But I do have a whole catalog of them to pick up and tell a story. So big shout out to once again to all the mothers out there. My fiance for being such a great mother to our 6-year-old son, her mom, my sisters for being great parents to their children, my aunts, my friends who are mothers. Continue to doing what you do best here, and it shouldn't take one day to go ahead and to show this much gratitude on what you guys do day in and day out on a regular basis. I know it's probably like one of the things that me and my mom shared, or at least our beliefs, is that Mother's Day is not just one day a year, it's every day. So I appreciate that. I appreciate you guys doing what you do, and it's sometimes it's very hard to truly recognize the sacrifices that you do give up. But all in all, don't lose sight of that and of yourself, and just commend you just being the excellent parent that you are. So big shout out to everyone. Also, those are our grandparents as well. Forgot the grandparents. Can't forget them. So yeah. As I'm wrapping up on this drawing, I'm just drawing my mother's favorite flower, which was a rose, and her favorite color of the rose was pink. But to, of course, to connect with everyone, I wanted to do red to spread the love. So from here to out there, happy Mother's Day to all the mothers, and thank you for joining me.